Well, here we are again at the upper hall. This is the Chicken Bridge access. It's going to be a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. And the thing about this trip was Dave was just getting back on the water. So this is his first river trip since I think the fall. And David has had a couple of dislocations in his shoulder. Had a serious one. I think he was telling me on where was it? It was on the Golly, I believe. And so he ended up having to have surgery. Went ahead and did that. He's been in full recovery mode, doing all the right things, and wanted to get back on the water on something kind of mellow, but something that would tax him a little bit to test it out. So he's been at some roll practices, and I remember how injuries can be. You're hesitant to get back out because you don't want to re-injure. But it sure is a great day when you get out there and you figure out you can trust your shoulder, your neck, or whatever it is that was hurting you before, and you can get over that injury. So proved to be a great day on the water, and Dave just was a champ. It looks like he never missed a beat. But it was Dave, Anna, and Dan, and Tara and I. And so we put in here Chicken Bridge access. The level was right at 1,000 CFS, so it was a little higher than it was when I was on it just a week ago. Well, that's enough talking from me. We'll get to the action.
Good.
Beast. No. Don't you dare.
Or cool down roll. Either way is fine.
I don't trust him.
This proved to be a great day. We took every chance we could to take a few eddies here and work on our pill outs. The water was definitely higher today than the previous week. Some of the features that we had were kind of washed over. It's by no means high water. 1,000 CFS is really good flow, but just some of the things we had to interact with before just weren't there. Of course, it definitely opened up new things to work with. A little bit bigger waves in places, or pouring the rock here, probably wasn't there before. But there's just a lot to work with. Was this big water? No. Was an opportunity to get a good balance with the boat, practice a few rolls. Yes. Here I catch a little wave, just getting the hang of that balance, probably even lean back a little bit, just trying to work with what gets that nose up out of the water, what keeps it out of the water. Becomes really important at higher levels. Otherwise, this particular boat was just submarine. It's a displacement hole. It's not that it's not meant for surfing, it's just not like a planing hole. It doesn't climb its way back up on top of the water. First bend went really fast. We ended up on top of Sawtooth Ledge in no time. The extra current was definitely welcome here. The extra flow took us a little bit off those rocks. Catch a few eddies on the way down here. Didn't quite get high enough on that one. There's a little more flow behind that pour of the rock than I thought. Dan and Tara floating by. They did really good in that thing. That's one of those big long bows that you have to set up the line early and kind of stick with your plan. You really don't want to get pin or something, you just don't move them very quickly. See Dave trying to get up to one there. Kind of floated past a number of them. Catch another little eddy here. Yeah, it's just once you get comfortable in your boat, you can just kind of look around and see features that you want to work with. I think last time I was on this section, I mentioned that I wanted to kind of attain a little bit. Really, there were too many boulders just kind of popping up through the water. They were working too close underneath. Here you see me kind of work my way across the current. I wanted to check out the actual ledge on Sawtooth Ledge, see what that looked like at a little bit higher flow. You know, it really didn't look much different. I guess the water is, the river's broad enough here that just not a lot to be had as far as a change on this part of it. But I definitely could see why they call it Sawtooth Ledge. It's nothing I would want to run my boat over. It looks like broken rock, maybe even some old dam. But yeah, just need to get a look at. Surfing over there again. See him working his way up in that eddy. I think to myself, this is something I want to try and do. So I worked my way over there as far as I could anyway. Dan and Tara float up here. I think they had just gotten into it a little bit, as any tandem boaters can.
Y'all are doing great.
Anytime you have somebody else you're paddling with and you can't do exactly what you want, it's easy to get frustrated with them. So hats off to them for being a happy married couple at the beginning and the end of the trip. We hit a few rapids here. I couldn't really name most of them. I really think it's kind of the start of the lunch stop series, and I never can remember exactly which one is this lunch stop itself, but this is really the start of some good, 3 miles anyway, worth of fairly continuous water, not a lot of break. We got down here pretty quick with 1,000 CFS, the flat stretches, the water moves whether you paddle or not, so we had a good time.
Dave, get in it!
Dave really getting a good surf in there. Boy, champ, like I said, it didn't really look like he missed a beat. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much video of Anna. She made us all look silly. She's definitely the most smoothest, best paddler amongst everyone there that particular day. It's always art to watch her work. Really good surf. Really a section through there that's really continuous. Higher flows up to, I think it was 2,400 CFS when I've been through there one time before.
Yeah, baby.
And all these stretches turn into outstanding waves and wave trains. So it's really interesting. It's not what you think of when you think of an upper haul. There's aspects of this I really enjoy more than the middle haul. right over here trying to surf. I think that was really pushing from the left to right in my viewpoint here. It was a good little wave. I just love to watch that water come down river and trickle over. I'll just stay quiet now and let you enjoy the music. I enjoy bluegrass. My in-laws, my wife really introduced me to it. They play in a bluegrass band. Very good themselves. Numerous Merle fests. I just listen to bluegrass. So it kind of just speaks to my soul when I hear it. So I'll let you enjoy it for yourself as you watch these waves. We'll take a little pause here from the music. We're in our little Nantahala. I think they call it that because it's pretty continuous. It's not like the waves and the like Nantahala Falls or Patton's Run or anything like that, but it is pretty continuous. It reminds me a lot. And it's more narrow. Nantahala is more narrow, but just kind of that continuous flow with continuous current. That's the only reason I can think of they would name it that, because there's nothing else that really stands out. As you see me peel out of here, I mentioned in another video that's a rock I pinned on at one point. Lots of memories on that rock, behind that rock. As I peel out, I look for other waves, other things to interact with. So it's a good little stretch. So I'll just listen to the music. As I wrap up on the wave here, most of the group has already cut over to the other channel. I cut over one more channel over, get back into the main flow. See some really interesting things. There's some sharp rocks here. See, that one has a interesting point on it. Actually, you see another one coming up here in the distance, and it just doesn't look like anything normal. You'll hear me comment on here. I'll be quiet while we listen to that.
It's an old piece of foundation or something. There's no way that's completely natural.
Somewhere along one of these stretches, I take a little detour, try to switch out my GoPro battery, and in the process, drop it, don't even realize it. So, apologies to the environmental folks and even other river lovers such as myself. GoPro battery in the bottom of the river somewhere, and so I missed out on some good footage after this. But it is what it is. Catch one of the last edits of my video here. There really only was about one more rapid, maybe. You can see actually in the top right hand corner there's the mowed
It's not real
grass
sticky.
where they kind of cleared trees for the pipeline. Gas pipeline actually goes under the river through there. It's very noticeable when you float by. And that pretty much wraps up the day. So see y'all at the takeout. I sit here looking back on this day just in awe at the many things I got to experience. Count myself blessed to have good friends, health, and the ability to just get out there and enjoy nature.